Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to pass, it's Gibson. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week, and for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal.
Hey, 27, jump. Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88. You got 2. You got 2.
Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Quarterback making checks.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the play fake. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Dropping back, it's Gibson. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's open on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to...
There he goes! And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Boom. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Gibson. Safe completion on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, and now it's setting up 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Howard, and another broken tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Stanford gets it started with a 1st down play.
Military stunt. Military.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Stanford quickly to the line.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Might be changing the route.
Okay, ready?
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Handoff to the lone back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Gibson. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Gets the back moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Red Raider! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're setting up the screen. Across the 45. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Gibson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Gibson. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He smashes his way through again. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. New Mexico State was anything but dominant today, but the Aggies are going to leave Memorial Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's got 59 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Toner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right on the money. At the 45 on his way. Jumped out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking downfield very late in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. The pitch will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense playing a bail technique. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the inside. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
To throw, it's Gibson. Floating away. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spins away from the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Corner's going to give them room. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hits the afterburners. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver.
Hey, hustle!
They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
They had a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Here we go!
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snags it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Stanford! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Gibson. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Here's the handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense gets set for second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Back to pass, it's Gibson. Pressure coming. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give on the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCourty. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Gibson. That's caught, it's McCourty. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Hines is back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's McCourty. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
Now they'll run the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Toner. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Stanford wants to push the pace. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Gibson. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it for a big play. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I absolutely love when defensive backs do exactly what he did. Don't try to make the big play. A lot of times you see him go up together and the receiver come down, but he goes up, he bats the football down, make sure nobody catches it, no points are getting put on the board. Nice play by the defense.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Gibson. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.